So, a very good afternoon to my dear students. So, welcome back to the gravitation chapter 2. Chapter that is 8th chapter of the PUC first year or your 11th class. This is the part 2 of the video. So, let us start with the part 2 video lecture. So, we have seen in the last video the acceleration due to gravity or the variation in gravitational acceleration g due to altitude. So we will see today the variation of the acceleration due to gravity in the depth d inside the earth. Okay, so let us start the video. So due to the depth d inside the earth, so acceleration due to gravity at the surface of the earth is given by g equals small g equals capital G m by r square. So already we know that what is g. G is that is capital G is the gravitational constant. Okay, gravitational constant, and m is the mass of the earth. Okay, and now if it is a sphere, then g is equal to 4 by 3 pi rho g r, okay, on the surface of the earth. Then acceleration due to gravity at the depth d of the from the surface of the earth is given by the depth means we have to subtract r minus d. So here in the figure you can see here it is inside the depth. If we take a point P inside the depth, so this point P is inside the earth, okay, and which is at a distance d from the surface of the earth, right, this much. Okay, so therefore we will take here as g dash equal to 4 by 3 pi rho is the density of the earth, and g into r minus d. So this comes the acceleration due to gravity at the depth d from the surface of the earth. So now we will divide these two equations. So here 4 by 3 and 4 by 3 pi and rho, everything gets cancelled. So what is left out, and g is also get cancelled here, and what is left out with us is, so g dash by g equal to r minus d by r we will get. Okay, now g dash is equal to, we will multiply this g in the RHS. So g dash equal to g into 1 minus d by r. So this is the equation for the acceleration due to gravity in the depth, due to the depth inside the earth, followed, that is d. So the answer, so the equation what we get is g dash equal to g into 1 minus d by r. Okay, so this is the variation of the acceleration due to gravity inside the earth at the depth d. Now let us go to, due to rotation of the earth, what happens to the rotation of the earth. As the earth rotates, a body placed on its surface experiences a centrifugal force. Due to it, the apparent weight of the body decreases. So as the body is continuously moving on its own orbit around the earth, it experiences a weightlessness, and which is weightlessness, and that is, it has the apparent weight decrease. So if you have noticed, I think so, when we find the weightlessness, when we are in the giant wheel, or when we are sitting in the giant wheel and we are coming down, then there is a weightlessness, the apparent weight loss, and also in the lifts we feel the weightlessness, right? So that means the surface is moving with respect to our body, so our body loses its weight to that surface. So that is the weightlessness. If the body of the mass m lying at a point P whose latitude is lambda, then due to the rotation of its apparent weight is given by mg dash is equal to, so mg dash is equal to mg plus fc, f equal to m omega square r. So m into omega square, capital R, small r is given by r, capital R cos lambda. Therefore this is equal to mg dash equal to root of mg square plus fc square plus 2 mg fc cos of 180 minus lambda. So here you see lambda is this, okay, and r is the radius, right? So it makes a certain angle theta lambda. Now resultant, that is F is equal to, if there are two forces, the magnitude is given by root of mg square plus fc square plus 2 mg fc cos of 180 minus lambda. So after the calculation or by solving, what we get is g dash is equal to g minus omega square cos square lambda. So this is the acceleration due to gravity when the body is moving on its orbit, okay, no sorry, on the surface of the earth. Okay, so this is the acceleration due to gravity. Now what is the gravitational field? The space surrounding the material of a body in which the gravitational force of the attraction can be experienced is called its gravitational field. So if you take the if we consider the earth, and if a body is coming closer to the earth, the body experiences a force of attraction towards the earth. So that such type of field, or the field surrounding that earth, has a gravitational force, and that if we talk in terms of field, then that will be taken as the field, that is the space surrounding the earth due to gravitational force is known as the gravitational field, which is experienced by another body which comes closer to the earth. Then let us go to the gravitational field intensity. It is defined as the gravitational force experienced by a unit mass placed at a point in the gravitational field. So let us consider this as the source mass, that is the earth, let us consider, and this is any other body which is at a certain distance r, and it experiences a force of attraction F. So therefore intensity is given by force per unit mass. The gravitational field intensity is denoted by I, and it is given by force per unit mass. Force is what here? It is the force of attraction experienced by the body test mass to the earth. Followed. So therefore what we get is, we will substitute for F here from the gravitational force, that is I is equal to G capital M small m by r square A by m. Therefore small m and small m gets cancelled here. So I equal to G m by r square we get. In vector notation, it is I vector is equal to minus of G m by r square into, when you multiply with the unit vector, it becomes a vector form. Therefore what is the SI unit of intensity is Newton by per kg. It is Newton per kg, or meter per second square. Now let us see the dimensional formula. It is given by m naught L raised to minus L raised to 1 T raised to minus 2 is the dimensional formula of the intensity, gravitational intensity. Okay, so let us again see next topic, that is we will see now the difference of the gravitational field intensity for different bodies. So some body will be solid sphere, some will be the spherical shell, okay, that is only it is a hollow shell sphere. Now outside the surface we have I equal to G m by r square, where r is greater than capital R, and on the surface r equal to, if the radius of that body is equal to the radius of the earth, and I is equal to G m by capital R square. Inside the surface r is lesser than r, I equal to G m r by r cube. Now spherical shell is given by the same what we have for in outside the surface for the solid sphere. Inside the solid outside the surface also we have the same. I is equal to G m by r square. On the surface we have G m by r capital square. Inside I is equal to 0 because r is lesser than 0 r. Now, gravitational potential. What is meant by gravitational potential? The gravitational potential is nothing but the amount of work done in bringing a body of unit mass from infinity to that point without acceleration. So, potential is definition goes this way. So, therefore, V is equal to minus W by M. So here we will integrate small bits of the small amount of work done, the dW. So dW we will substitute as F into R, that is work done is force into displacement, that is integration between infinity to R, that point. That means that body is brought from infinity and it is placed at a certain point R, and that much amount of work is done to bring that body from infinity to a certain point. That's why we will take here the integration of from infinity to R. F vector dot dr vector by M is taken. Therefore here F by M we have seen that I is equal to F by M, that is the gravitational intensity force per unit mass. That's why we are taking here minus integration of infinity to R I vector dot dr. Then here again I we will substitute for the solid mass minus gm by r square into dr. Therefore here G into M is constant, we will bring it outside, integrating between limits infinity to R 1 by R square. Again what we get is for this integration will be so here we can get this as R raised to minus 2. So this will be R raised to minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. So it will be 1 upon R. So here it will be 1 upon R, minus 1 upon R. Okay. So therefore we'll get here. So I think so minus and minus gets cancelled. Minus into minus is plus. So it will be V is equal to Gm by R. So if R is infinity, V is equal to 0. V, that is maximum is at infinity. Gravitational potential energy is a potential is a scalar quantity, and it is given by, and the SI unit is joule per kg. Thank you.